Hello, Hope Church, and welcome to our day 4 of our prayer guide. And we've been doing the words of Jesus on the cross, and today's word comes from Matthew 15:34, and that's Mark 15:34, and Matthew 27:46, where Jesus prays and says, my God, why have you forsaken me?" This is a Jesus praying from the Psalm, from Psalm 22. Says the same thing. My God, why have you forsaken me? It's a Psalm of David. It was a psalm that was sung in the tabernacle or in the temple or in synagogues, which seems strange to us today because our songs are always about praise to God and such, but not very much of God, where are you? But it was a song traditionally sung for thousands of years. And it's a song of what we call lament. So you have different types of prayers where we say thank you to God, a prayer of gratitude, or a prayer of I'm sorry, which is confessing to God. Or we can say, God, help me with something. But this is different. This is a prayer of lament. So a lot of times what we think is God knows everything, which he does. God knows everything. So we don't have to tell him what's going on in our lives when things are in trouble or things are not the way we want them. And so we just say, you already know what's going on, God. Just here's the way you need to fix it. And so if I fall down and hurt my leg, I don't have to sit there and say, God, my leg hurts. God, my leg hurts so bad. It keeps me up at night. I may not say all those things. I think God already knows. And I just say, God, you need to fix my leg so it doesn't hurt. And God wants to do those things. But I think lament is something where God he's okay with us just expressing out of our own emotions and desires of, God, there's something not right here. I know if you read Psalm 22, you'll hear the psalmist saying, you are a God that has delivered. You're a God that's done great things. You're the God that even brought me about. You were there when I was born. But right now, I'm being treated terribly, or I'm going through a terrible thing. And where are you? And that's what Jesus is saying on the cross. He's like, here I am. I'm being treated terribly. People are mocking me. People are treating me terribly. I'm being abused. I'm being killed. And I'm innocent. And God, where are you? But also a lament goes on to the next step of saying, God, this is the situation I'm in. Here's how I feel. And I need you to act. And I allow you to act in this. So if you're going through something today that is terrible anguish, you may not even be able to express it to other people. I encourage you to express it to God. Tell him how you feel. Tell him the hurt, tell him the pain. Tell him all you're experiencing. Tell him all the situation around it. There's something that's healing in just expressing it to him, as Jesus expressed on the cross. Basically saying, God, I'm hurting. Literally, not like a physical anguish, which he was, but he was also just, there were nails in his hands and his feet. He was struggling to breathe and then being mocked. You may not be going through that type of anguish. I sure hope you're not. But whatever anguish you're going through, express it to him and say, God, I need your help. That's what we can do today, because Jesus went through it as well as we did. And remember those around us that are going through tremendous anguish. And just think, they're going through that type of anguish without Jesus. They have no one to turn to. That's our prayer today. That we can pray to him our full emotions, and he answers. God bless.